So where are we at the moment with this whole position with supply and demand in the oil market?
Now we see in terms of demand a very strong growth of oil demand this year, about 1.6 million barrels per day, a strong growth, a decent one. And also next year we see 1.4 million barrels per day. Again, a strong demand growth. In terms of supply, we expect United States, Canada, Brazil brings a decent amount of oil to the markets, and it will depend on what the producers will decide in November this year to understand the dynamics for the next year. So if they continue with their policies, we expect sometime next year we may see a rebalancing of the markets. Of course, this is not taking into consideration some geopolitical developments which may well change the picture significantly.
Well, indeed, Fatih, when we look at it from what you just said, you've actually been on record lately saying that you're not seeing rebalancing taking place just yet. But OPEC Secretary General Mohammed Barkindo says it's already happening and it's underway. Why the divorce in this thinking?
It may be underway, but we still have a substantial amount of stocks in the markets, and this is above the historical averages. In order to come to the historical averages to come down, we have to see demand continue to increase and the supply not as strong as we have been experiencing in the last couple of months. And according to our numbers, even in the first quarter next year, it may well be too optimistic to see a rebalancing. But of course, again, the policies of the producing countries, if they change, this may affect this picture. Some geopolitical developments may well affect this picture, but in the current context, we see rebalancing only in 2018. It may be underway, but this way may be a bit longer than some of us think.
Fatih, you do a lot of work in analysing how much production there is in oil. Other people, such as OPEC and other bodies, say that this is how much they're producing. Is there a discrepancy between how much you guys are seeing being produced and how much is actually really being produced?
I don't see the major difference is not the current data, current numbers. I think the major difference is the expectations in the future. We still think that the US, United States, shale oil will be the key driver of the global supply, global production growth, even with the prices that we have now. And as such, will be a key number to watch the US oil production to understand the market dynamics. I think this is perhaps the main difference between us and some other institutions.
Is the United States now the swing producer, or is it the marginal swing producer?
I think instead of saying so, I would say, for me, more importantly, US is today #1 oil producer of the world, #1 natural gas producer of the world. As such, has the ability to shape the oil and gas markets. And the current price dynamics show us that the very fact that the US oil, shale oil, is profitable at the prices $50, $55, we will see a lot of volatility in the markets, greater market volatility. I think we have to make our calculations accordingly. Lots of volatility, but having said so, I do not expect a major price increase sometime soon, again, except that we have some unexpected geopolitical developments.